Big, dapat parang pure love, unconditional, uncompromising, absolute. Kailangan clean and safe at high quality for my family. I only trust absolute distilled drinking water. We are also told that we should not mix religion and politics. Again, this saying has a powerful truth that when religion is used to political purposes, it empties religion of its eternal meaning and become just one cynical method of acquiring power. But there is also disclaimer hidden in the praise that sometimes when people say don't mix religion and politics, they actually means don't bring your faith into the public square where I can see it. In other words, hide your faith outside of your place of worship because we have a separation of church and state. Separation of church and state is too important a concept to be misused, especially not as a tool for silencing opposing views. As a matter of fact, religious freedom, it just might be as important as ever to consider the true meaning of church, state separation, and religious freedoms. Separation of church and state. From a historical perspective and principle of separation of church and state was reaction to the union of church and state when was expressed in patronato, real royal patronage. This was operative in Europe and in the Philippines for 3 centuries under Spanish colonial rule. The patronato was based on the principle of the state choosing an official religion, Catholicism, to the exclusion of other religions. The state's obligation to support such religion. This means providing financial support for the clergy and building of churches, monasteries, and the defense of the church against her enemies. Course of history with the rise of liberal democracy and secular state, that union of church and state was replaced by the separation of church and state. Of the church and state is the church advantage of the church, for it protects the church from state control and interference. The church can freely carry out her mission in the claiming the gospels and the moral values of Christianity, in denouncing evil in society, in serving the common good, in working for the defense of life and environment, in struggling for justice and in peace, and in operating social action project that benefits the poor. It does not prevent the church from involvement in the social and political field. This means that a government official cannot just tell member of the church to stop attending worship services or to stop giving financial contribution. It does not allow any government official to dictate to the clergy what to preach and what not to preach. It does not allow the state to compel priests to break the seal of confession. It does not require the permission or approval of government official for the church to carry out her mission. Thus, it is important to have a proper understanding of what separation of church and state really means. Otherwise, its misunderstanding can be used to silence the church.